Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome in the batch 10 of ServiceNow Techno-Functional Training. I am your colleague, your friend, your teacher, or you can say your ServiceNow friend, Atul Grover, who are going to be take this training for the next 40 to 45 days. Before I actually start with the agenda, let me give a minute to everybody because in our Indian tradition, if we start anything good, we always pray to God to give us the power, to give us the strength so that we can complete this journey. So let's take a few seconds, maybe 10-20 seconds, and pray to your God to whom you worship. Any God to whom you worship, just pray to God that for the next 40-45 days, give us the strength, give us the power so that we can learn as much as and I can give you as much as which I am capable to do that part. So let's take a pause for a few seconds, pray to God, and then we'll start the session here. Okay, let's come back, guys. So our today's topic is on the ITL 4. Okay, as per the industry, and I generally like to speak people like this only. Okay, as per the industry, if you want to work, okay, you need help from the people. You need a process. You need a product, and you need the experts. Okay, let's take a normal example. When we were kid, our parents teach us, right, how to say hello to the elders, how to eat the food, how to serve the food, how to make a cup of tea, how to open the door, how to lock the door. In this particular sequence, if you see, we are with another the people, our parents are people. They have a process in the sense when, so I have a kid of the 7 years now. So before we sit for breakfast, lunch or dinner, I told him, go and wash your hands. Akhilesh, you can switch off your video, no worries. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So I told to my son that go and wash your hand. That is a process I'm telling to him. Then my parents, it means his grandparents, teaching him a lot of things. That is the experts. That is a partner. And product which he's eating, I can say, is a product. So in short, if I say the industry work on these 4 P's as of now. These 4 P's are from the ITSM or ITL perspective, guys. It is not from the marketing or the sales. Don't be confused here. It is completely from the IT industry, from the ITL perspective I'm putting here. Who are the people? Number one, who is the doer? So in our training, you are the doer. I am the doer who are doing this thing. Then we have a skill. Skill can be anything. Skill to listen, skill to speak, skill to write, anything I can say as a skill here. Then training. We get trained. It's not service now training. It's just a normal training. How to do this thing. And then we are communicate. So in short, I can say anybody who is on this earth can do anything, have a skill, have a communication, have a training, is a people for me. Even though I can say the robot is a people, but it's a machine actually. But he has doer, he has a skill, he has a training, he has a communication. But he did not feel like a human being. So I'm putting that in a product, but not in the people here. Then process. Process says by doing something or to do something is called action. Like now I am speaking. It's an action I'm doing here. And you are changing the, or you are getting the things in your mind has been changed. That is a changes. So by today, when this class will be over, okay, by today when this class will be over, you are getting a new things in your mind. That is the changes I can say that, okay, this changes has been done here in your mind. Then everybody who is here have a goal now. What goal? That I want to be learned service now. For me, the goal is that I want to give the best knowledge to my participants. This is my goal. And to do this, we have a activity. Activity, every day we have a class. That is called the activity here. Okay. Now, product. Anything which we use to deliver the services is called the product. It can be tool, it can be monitoring way, it can be measuring way, it can be improvement. So tool is a service now for us. That is a product. Monitor, I'm monitoring your progress. Okay, who is coming on the daily basis, who is not attending the class. Measure, every Friday we will have a class test. And then improve. I give you the method to be improved. Okay, learn this thing, learn this page, learn this website, do these things, learn this way, practice like this way. That is called the product. But at the last, we have a partner who are specialized. You reach out to me, you think that Atul is specialized in the service now. I'm your partner. Maybe I reach out to someone else to whom I think they are the expert. Generally, here the partners includes the big companies like big vendors, Microsoft, SAP, Salesforce. These are the partners who are the specialized in that particular area. Okay. The reason why I give this background is that just to be understand that how the industry work across our side. Now let me put a question for you. Why you guys are here? Why you want to attend ServiceNow training? Namrata, what your thought? What you want to be achieve?
My thought here is like I want to learn service now from the background, and I want to complete. I'm planning to complete my CSS certification.
Okay,
So that's my
Rajesh,
goal.
that's fine. Rajesh, why you're here for the training?
Yeah, Atul. So I'm here, I think, because of you. Uh, one is heard a lot about you, and then I think to refresh my skill set and to see that no what was no always coming back to basics,
Right.
Atul, and see how
Okay.
I can develop from there.
Okay. Ola, why you're here for the training? What you want to be achieve?
I want to have knowledge of service now,
Okay.
and I mean, see what I can do to kind of like impact the world in a positive way,
Okay.
and also to make money.
Yep. Great. That's fine. See, that's fine. You want to make money. That's fine. That is the agenda for me. That is the goal for me. Otherwise, you will not attend the training. Okay. Now let me put a question. Last point. Whale. Is it drop off? Yep. Valentine, why you are here for this training?
I'm here for the training because I'm interested in service now. I want to know more about it, and I just want to be more knowledgeable about service now.
Okay.
And yeah, that's for the most part. Then probably you know further my career in it.
Okay. Pooja, what do you think? Why you are here for a training? Everybody need to be speak here. I want this session to be interactive. Pooja, what do you think? Why you're here for this training? Okay, so now everybody says some answers. Namrata say I want to be go for the certification. Rajesh says I want to be learn for, again go for the basics clearance. Ola says I want to be earn money. Well says that I'm new in the service now. But all these things which you are looking for, in a single word, can I say that you're looking for a value here? That you want to be achieve something. So if I say that there is a mobile phone, okay, there is a mobile phone which is gifted by you, by your spouse, or maybe by your parents. How much valuable that is for you? I still have a watch with me which is given by my sister on the festival. Even though that's little old now, but still I have that watch. Why? Because that contains some value for me. So we all are here for a value, nothing else. Maybe financial value, monetary, non-monetary, quality, quantitative, educative, anything kind of value I can say. But we are here for the value. And this is the reason that we are in on this area of or either of or I can say progress or the industry of called IT. Everybody say that what value you can serve. If you go for the interview, your interview ask what value you can bring to my company. Simple, right? That is a fundamental of the business. If you Rajesh says Atul, it's about you, then there should be some value I should give it to you at the last. Or you want to achieve some value from me. No, no, no. I heard about Atul. He's good. But on the other side, no, 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 no. He's not good. He's just wasting money, time as well. He's not a valuable thing for me. So this value term is very much important. And this is the core concept of ITIL. We will discuss these terms now, ITIL. But before that, I go to this part. What do you mean by the word service? What do you think? What is service? Anybody can put any wild guesses you can put. What do you mean by the word service? What do you think, Namrata? What is service?
I mean, I feel like service is something that you could give somebody. Like that's kind of just it.
Can you give me the
Just something
example?
that you can do somebody. Like if I do something for somebody, that could be a service for them.
Okay.
Like if I'm doing something to help them, or if I'm doing something to give them an opinion, or just anything.
Okay. So it's a service for you. Okay. What do you think, Rajesh? What is service?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think same as what Trevor mentioned. I think yeah, service is some form of deliverables that I can give to somebody. Example, uh, I can be a taxi driver, and then that uh, driving that and it could be a service to the end customer that on a taxi
Okay.
site.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
so
taxi
if I
service or bus
say
service.
that
Yeah.
I am playing with my kid, is it not a service then?
Yeah, I think it's a service.
Then why you say when we provide service for the clients?
No, I did not say just for clients, for anybody.
That is the thing which I want to bring out from everybody. The major problem which I learned from experience, guys, is that when we know a lot of things, we start thinking on the bigger side. For me, anything which I'm able to provide is a service. If I'm able to help my wife in kitchen, it is a service. If she is making a food for me, it is a service. And in this session, I am giving you my knowledge. It is a service specifically, I can say. But if I go to the ITL terms, it has a little different meaning. Okay. Service is a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating outcome that customer want to be achieved. Here the terms has been changed and it is very carefully we have to be understand. See, if you are working as a business analyst and if you're working as a consultant, the important point is that you should clear, not you, even including me, we should clear on the fundamentals. I'm not sure that how many of you have a friends from the advocate part. Some, if anybody has any advocate friend, please go and talk to them. What is their skill? They just work on the words and they clear their roots on that part. And then the case is easy for them to be proceed. So in this case, service means enabling the value. Enabling value means, Atul, do you provide training? I said yes. Chalo, it means one part has been complete, that okay, Atul's training can provide me a value. But why I put in the co-creation? Because nowadays it is equally important. If I am putting my 100%, I must say you guys put your 100%. If I am referring a good knowledge base to you, then after the training, you should refer me to your friends as well. Just notice one thing. Approximately 5 or 10 years back, when a customer reach out to a company or a service provider, hey, can you implement service now for me? Yes, we can implement. They implement service now, done and dusted. But now the trend has been changed. Now the service provider also say to the customer, hey, I am giving the service. Can you give me the best testimonials? Can you be refer me to your other vendors as well? I can help you to grow in your business. Can you help me to grow in my practice as well? This is what the co-creation. So it is not only a full responsibility to create a value in your mind, to value in your life. It's your responsibility as well to create a value in my life as well. Maybe tomorrow, Rajesh, Trevor, Akhilesh, Ola, Pooja bring some good examples so that it is a value addition for me. And that is the reason, as I said in the beginning, that don't worry about the agenda. I'm using this agenda from the last 7 batches or 8 batches. But in every batch, there is a co-creation of the value. In the last batch, I added the mobile app as well, that how to develop the ServiceNow mobile app, which was not the part of the 7 batches or the 8 batches. But someone says, I agree, it is a co-creation value for me as well. So I also learn, you also learn, but facilitating outcome that customer want to be achieved. Here I put Namrata's point. Namrata clearly says, Atul, with this training, I want to go for the CS examination. She want to be achieve some outcome, but without ownership of the cost and risk. What this mean? She is not worried that from where I am sitting at point of time, in which country, in which time zone. I had a good dinner, breakfast, lunch. She's not worried. I have a good laptop. She's not worried. I have a good house to stay. She's not worried. This is what the last line says. Without the ownership of specific cost and risk. I said, guys, I will charge this much amount for the training. Okay, okay, come. Now, maybe I'm saving cut to cut. Maybe I'm not saving 0% and maybe I'm saving 200%. So you guys are not worried. Even I'm not worried. I'm not worried that who is be staying in Namrata's house. I'm not worried about the Rajesh. I'm not worried about the Pooja. For me, from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., we are colleagues and we are in the training session. That's all. After that, neither I am worried about your family, neither you are worried about my family. This is what the service mean here. Like kids are not worried that how their parents earning the money. If you are married, you have a kid, you know, take them into the market. They simply says, "Mom or Dad, give me this, please buy this toy for me." I tell you one example. My son know that at the end of the month, by 30th or 31st, I got the salary. And now what he says, "Dad, what is the date today?" I said, "It's 30th. Okay, so you're getting your salary." I said, "Yes." Then he done with the deal. We will go to the market and I'll bring a toy for me. Simple. He is not worried that how much effort I am putting, what time I'm get up in the morning to earn that money. But he want to be achieve that particular outcome. That after every month when salary is credited in my father's account, I should get a particular toy. And he has the list ready. Every day, every time when we go to the some grocery shop, he has a list that I want to purchase this one. Next month salary, I want to purchase this one. So this is what the meaning of the service. Then I add the service management. Now, if I say why you guys are attending the training from me, as Rajesh says, Atul, I heard about you. But if Namrata says, Atul, can you provide the training on the Salesforce as well? Sorry, guys. It's not possible for me. Right? It's not possible because I'm not expert in that area. So what the service management says is a set of specialized organizational capabilities. Again, providing the value to the customer. That is the problem. That is the word. So it means you go anywhere in this industry, value is more important. Nowadays, candidate ask in the interview, if I join your company, what value your company can give it to me? Because if I grow, company will grow, and if company is growing, I should also I should also grow in the matter. But it means a set of specialized organizational. I tell you one basic example. Okay. Okay, let me give you the example from your side then. Let's say there's a one tap in kitchen is not working. Okay. Specifically in India, we have this tradition. Okay, let's say my mom says to my father that tap is not working. What my father will do, he will bring the wrench, open the tap, try to fix it. Instead of fixing it, damage more. Now I'm going to be called to the plumber. Why plumber? Because he has the expertise skill in that part. This is what the specialized capabilities I'm talking here for providing the value to the customer in the form of service. I called to the plumber, my father called to the plumber, hey, the tap is not working, can you come? He's come and fix as a plumbing as a service and giving me the value. My tap is fine now, no leakage is there. This is what the service management. And when I reached in UK, I found this thing very in a good manner. Here I'm not discouraging, or I'm not putting anything wrong on that part, but I like this part. Here the things work in a specific manner. So when I reach here, I asked someone in the WhatsApp group that, hey, I want to be fix some kind of drilling part in my house. So people give me the number, some experts number, but they says they charge heavy amount. because they are expert in their area. Then I come to know that in UK it is not that much easy to get the labor like in our India. You just give a call, people will come. No. If you give a call here, you have to book an appointment. And the appointment can be for the after 2 days or 2 weeks or the 2 months as well. That's totally depend on the particular person. Now, what is ITSM? In simple meaning, it is a combination of the four words. ITSM, Information Technology Service Management. If I remove IT and put FM, Finance Management, or the FSM, Finance Service Management, it means when I add this service management with any of the proper industry or the bigger industry, it become a it become that particular specific particular industry specific management. What it says if you have a specialized capability, then you have to use or you need to follow the standard way of doing that part. Now, if I give example, today is the day one. Okay, before I open this training session, if I say, guys, can you give me a feedback? You will laugh. Atul, come on, teach us something. Let me or let us evaluate you. Then we can provide you the feedback. This is what the ITSM come into the picture. It says it is an activity involved in designing, creating, delivering, and supporting the life cycle of a IT service. We will see this IT service. I can say incident, change, problem, request, knowledge. These are the kind of IT services. Support as a service, infrastructure as a service, database as a service, Linux as a service, training as a service, certification as a service. But everything has a life cycle. It has been designed, it has been created, it has been delivered, and it has been supported. Now let me give you the example. Let's say I want to build a new house, right? What I need to build a house, or what is the process to build a house? What is the
You
process to
require
build a
to
house?
plan,
Sorry, okay, plan. Then what?
planning, and then you will accumulate the construction material,
Okay,
and after that you will execute like with the labors that you are going to do this that, and then the
okay,
final result will be your house, something like
okay,
that.
okay. What else? What else? What do you think? Trevor, Will, Rajesh, Pooja, Akhilesh,
Personally,
Shobha.
I don't
Go,
know
go.
too much on the subject, but I would just hire a contractor, someone
Okay,
to lay out a plan and then get the material and start the building process and kind of go from there.
okay. What else, Rajesh?
Yeah, I think uh, step would be, I believe, first is to hire one architect who will design, the the design that you want. Probably he will
Mhm.
give the design. Then you will contract it,
Okay,
uh, so that the labor would come in and they will build the house.
okay. Chalo. So everybody says that okay, we have to plan some finances, architecture, labor, and all the things. Let's say the house is ready. I shifted to the house. So it means the life cycle of the house is over. No, the life cycle is still not over
Yeah, there's a
because
continuous maintenance.
correct. This is what the last step here. Supporting and managing. Our phone need a support. When on the day one, when I purchase a new phone, it has a 256 GB memory. Down the line, 6 months, 8 months, I just left with the 4 GB of the memory. I need to do the cleanup for this part. This is what the support do. But the thing is that ITSM says it is in a proper hierarchical manner. You cannot do the support before the design. So ITSM says involved in the refer to all the activities involved in the designing, creating, delivering and supporting, delivery, supporting and managing the life cycle of a IT service. Now I come here, ITL. It says information technology, infrastructure, library. Why it called as a library? Anybody? Why it called as a library?
I think it has some sort of best practices
Okay, but
on
why
certain
then?
type of.
Why it's called? No, that's fine. But why it's called library? My question is that why you not say it's a ITB, information technology best practices, ITBP? Why you call it a library? That is my specific point. Go ahead, Namrata. You're saying something. Put your thoughts. Put your thoughts.
No, actually, I was saying just like library has books, so books provides us information. So it is something like ideal is something like what we can do uh, in ITSM process. So that's why it consists library like set of guidance and how we can do, how we can proceed, set of rules, something like that.
Hmm. Put something more. You're on the right track, but I need little more clarity that why it's library. That is my point. You are saying Atul library means a set of books, but why ITIL call it a
Mm.
library? Because Rajesh said it's a best practices. Best practice can be in the 2 pages, in the 3 pages, in a notebook. But why library? Because ITL when ITL origin has been started, they have a or they divided the life cycles in a 37 books. That is when it is called as a library because library means which has a collection of the books. So now if I show you this part. So in 1989, this thing come into the picture. That is what's called the ITL V1. Then it modified in 11 years or 12 years and it become a uniform structure for the service delivery. That guys, you should use these things. So like if I say what is the best practice for a human being? Early to bed, early to rise, make a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Eat an apple in a day, keep the doctor away. When you're driving, when you're walking, follow your path or be in your own lane. What all these things? These are the best practices. Maybe right walking or driving in a right lane is a rule, but early to bed, early to rise is a best practice. If you sleep by 9 o'clock in the evening, you get up 5 o'clock in the morning, you are a healthy, wealthy and wise man. This is what is called the best practice. Then in 2007, they enhanced this part. So as far as I remember, up to this part, or I guess up to this part, they have a set of 37 books. 37 books which indicate these sections. Few books for the designing, few books for the creation, few books for the delivery, few books for the support, few books for the management. And then in 2011, they cut short and bring all the books to the 5 books only. That is called service strategy, service design, service operation, service transition, and the continuous service improvement. These 5 books are the part of the ITSM only. And now we are on the ITIL 4. Remember one thing, guys. It is not ITL V4. It is ITL 4. It is why I'm saying ITL V3, because it is an enhancement of the versions, but it is a complete new product they launch. I can say here in 2019 they launched this part, and now it decommission. I'll not say 100% decommission, but it override of many of the rules which are in the ITL V3. Up to ITIL V3, there was no concept called the business analyst. But in the ITIL 4, we have a concept called the business analyst as well. So now I come here. ITIL says it is a best practice. Best practice means, guys, I know it's a season of what I can say festivals, but have your sweets in a limit, so that it should not shoot up your diabetics. This is what the best practice says. When on the festival of Diwali, we always say to our kids, burst the cracker with the proper care. Wear some kind of a glasses. On the festival of the Holi, it's a color of the festival. Sorry, it's a festival of colors. We told to our kids, before you going out to play the Holi, put some oil on your head, put oil on your face, put oil on your hand, so that when after playing, when you come to home, it is easy for you to clean your face, to clean your skin. This is what the best practice is. It is not a rule. These are the best practice. If you follow, that good. If you don't follow, up to you. So like if I say, when Indian government, specifically when um, uh, respected Narendra Modi came into the proper politics and take the oath for the as a prime minister for us, what he says, he started one advertisement on the TV, how to save the gas. Then they says, if not required, make the food on the sim gas, not on the high voltage, so that you can save the gas from there. This is what the best practice says here. So in the IT industry, there are the best practices. If you follow that, you are able to deliver the high quality services. And in service means I'm talking about the value directly here. Clear everybody till this point? I'm not sure that why this has been changed. Guys, don't change this one. Everybody clear, guys? Any doubt, any question?
I'm
I
good.
have a doubt on one
Yes,
of
go
the
ahead.
points.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
so
Namrata.
we generally say that for the service definition of services, that it does not have the ownership on cost and risk. So if I'll take the example of if we have maid who works on our houses, so maid provide the services, and what is meant by he he or she will not bear the cost and risk of, by providing the services. But if I'll say that maid is a service provider, so if he or she will do anything wrong, so is it something that she will bear a cost on that thing, like if something will be broken, if service is not provided perfectly or accurately, or something like on my expectation. So cost is and risk is something like how we can define or relate the cost in this in the definition of services. Like,
Okay.
is it something he or she will not bear the cost, or doesn't matter about the, or doesn't think about the cost? So,
Okay. So see, if we speak from the practical perspective now even this
okay,
definition has been little changed now. Okay.
okay,
Number one, when I say the ownership of the cost, okay,
hmm,
of specific cost and risk, it means I'm talking from the service provider perspective. Let's say Namrata is running his own company, okay,
hmm,
and I'm Namrata's customer. Okay,
okay,
okay. Let's say example. Let me change the example. So my wife do the baking as well. She bake cakes
hmm,
and cookies and kind of this designing cake, icing cake she bake. Okay, she got one order one day. Okay, and she said that I'll charge this much amount for this particular cake. The party is okay to pay that much amount. Now, on the day when this order was to be delivered, she start in the morning. Okay, let me make the base and all the things. The base, when she make a base, it was not in a good taste, not that much spongy. She make another base, but now she charged only for the one cake. So here the question come, here the point come, that as a service provider, or sorry, as a customer, you are not bothered that how much base I wasted in the background, 1, 2, 5 or 7 or maybe 0. What we have an agreement, this much amount you have to pay for the cake and I'm going to deliver this service to you. Now in that case, if I speak little bit practical part, let's say in the beginning of the days when she started baking, people approach her. Hey, you are baking a good one. Can you make a different flavor cake? She said, okay, I can make. But if something goes wrong, will you able to bear for half cost for the next cake as well? People says, okay. In this case, the statement has been changed a little bit. She's providing the service, but now ownership is with her, my wife, but cost and risk with the both of the parties here. So it's depend that how you're progressing. But if I speak from the IT industry, if I am a specific, let's take example. For this particular training, I said, guys, X much amount you have to pay to me. Okay, X much amount you have to pay to me. And this course will be over by 45 days. By any reason, if it has been extended to 50, 55 days, I cannot ask you for the more money because this is what the agreement has been done. You can say, Atul, you promised that you will give us these topics. It means value is still pending for us. We did not achieve that value. Give us that value and task is over, but we are not going to pay more amount because this is what we have agreed. So by this manner, the things actually work. It's all about sometime on the relationship as well, Namrata. Clear?
yes, Atul.
Good. Okay. Now let me proceed to the next part, that is of the ITL 4. One more thing, guys. Don't ask me about Atul, can you give us these PPTs? These PPTs I create just on the runtime. Maybe just I can say in the last evening I created these 3 or 4 PPTs and done. Everything is available on the internet. And the reason I never share the things because if I share, it will be in your inbox always. But if you search, you get a more knowledge and you can share that part with me as well. So better to go for this. So now what is ITL 4? As we know that ITL 4 is a new product, I can say, which has been launched in 2007, 2019. Okay, and it has an enhancement on the ITIL V3. Okay, because see, why we have colored or the smartphone in the small sizes. See, same company is building this phone. Samsung, in the beginning, they make a very big heavy phone. Then they reduce the size and they bring in the small one. Now the same company is making another phone that is a foldable as well. Why? Because they think the time has been changed, the demand has been changed, the way of working has been changed, the way of usage has been changed. In the same manner, ITL says it's a long time. There's a lot of changes has been done in the IT industry. Organization capabilities, thinking, way of working, providing the way of services has been changed. And we need something on the place to cover all these things. So now we'll start a little bit on this part. Okay, here the main thing has been changed. It is a holistic approach to the service management and focusing end-to-end service from demand till value. I give you the example. It's approximately now, I guess, for the 2 years or 3 years for me now in this training domain. It's my 10th batch. So when I saw that from the first batch till 10th batch, the journey is too good. So 10th batch means 2 months every, I can say, so 20 months, approximately 2 years. I'm going to be complete on this part. Okay. The thing is that why I'm putting this part end-to-end service management from demand to value. In the beginning, when I started this batch, the first batch was just for a fun. One or two friends approached me, Atul, you are making good videos on service now. Why you not give us a training? I said, okay. It was the weekend batches. That time was the weekend batches, 14 days and batch over. I put that videos on the YouTube and put that post on the LinkedIn. Got a good response. Then I started analyzing part. Why not I should start a proper training batch? But the thing is that before I kick off, I need to be understand what is the demand in the market. Then I analyze. See, I'm not a technical guy. I cannot write a code. That's clear. I cannot write a code. But I analyze in the market that there are a lot of people like me who don't know the coding and who don't love to write a code as well. And I cannot compete, and I don't want to compete with the technical people in the industry. Then what should I do? Because I want to be entered into training. Then I understand that my first batch have a huge response on the techno-functional part. It means let me start a batch which provide the techno-functional expertise in service now. I understand the demand. And then I prepare a agenda to deliver that value. After the first batch, people start approaching me. Atul, we saw your videos, it's good. Can you provide us a full length agenda for this part? It means I came to know that people are interested in the techno-functional part. Let me make a full agenda. I start adding ITL there, ITSM there. Little bit service now, this service now, that XYZ things. And after doing improvements, now if I show you, we have more than 58 or 60 content in our agenda. See, mobile app, last batch. These two are in the last batches. UI builder the last batches. Then I improve my agenda. And I understand that there is a demand in the market that people want to become a consultant, business analyst. I convert that into this area. I plan end to end how to kick off the batch, when to kick off the batch, where to take the class, what should be the agenda, what should be the timings, what should be the fees, and what the demand people have and what I can deliver it. This is what the ITL says. ITL V3 says only for the value, but ITL 4 says no, it's not about the value, it's from demand as well. What demand is in the market, that is more important. And to fulfill that demand, what value you can give. Sometimes I feel very happy when people reach out to me on the LinkedIn. Atul, from your training videos, we're able to complete this course. We done the CSAs, we get a job, we're able to crack the interviews. I feel happy. It means the demand in the market that people are looking for someone who can provide these kind of content, and I'm able to deliver that value. This is what ITL force is. And this is what the fundamental here. There's a term called the metaverse. Maybe 3D you hear about, maybe virtual world you hear about. Companies are moving in that area. This is what people see the demand and they're giving the value. I have no money to travel to US or UK or to some other countries. But if I wear that glasses, I can travel everywhere. This is what the demand to value. Value is still there. See, the term value is still there, but they're adding the demand here. There's a demand in the market. Architects, IPS, IAS, because they know what value they can deliver it. This is what the fundamental of ITL 4. And what this says, ITL 4 make a point a framework for service management, reflecting the growing trend of applying best practice in the domain of enterprise and the business services as well. Another point you see here. In the ITSM in the ITIL V3, we just talked about the service delivery, mainly about the service delivery. But here this says that it can be used in the domain of enterprise and the business services as well. I give you one example and it's a question for you. I appeared for one of the interview in one of the company. It's good company, I can say. And that was the first experience for me. So the senior head, I guess some department head was there. He called me for the interview. I go there. It was just only 15 minutes interview. He says, Atul, we are hiring some ITIL guys. I said, okay, I'm the right fit for you. He says, prepare a deck for an ITL and give a demo to us. I said, okay, that's not an issue for me. I started my work, prepare a deck and give him a date and go for the interview. I showed him that ITIL is this, ITIL this, ITIL this, ITIL that. He says, can we use ITIL or ITSM in the product based companies? I was speechless. Can we do? Think of that question, guys. Can ITL can be used in a product based as well? See, when we say service delivery, we're talking about the service industry specifically. But can we use ITL in the product based as well? In the manufacturing, specifically, I can say he put the example of the manufacturing, car manufacturing. I said, let me think on that part. Okay. So this is a small introduction about the ITL. We'll pick up these ITL 4 components in the next session. Any doubt, any question, guys? Any clarification? Anybody need?
So what is the answer for that, Atul? I think we can, right?
We can write, because I said that ITL is a set of best practices. Maybe it suit 100% in your industry, in manufacturing. Maybe it's not 100%. So modify and we can use. But he was little bit good in his concepts. So he again take me on the some other routes and stuck me on that ITIL 4 again. Sorry, in the ITIL V3 again. He was very good. He writes a lot of blogs and all the things. And he proved that we cannot use ITIL in the manufacturing industry. He proved that part by writing his blogs and his analysis part. But I said, no, we can use it. So a lot of times these things happen actually. Okay, any doubt, any question, guys? Okay, no questions. So let me stop the recording here and we'll take a quick attendance now.